The long-anticipated, but delayed, recession on the Canadian economy has finally arrived, according to a new report by Oxford Economics.
Maybe we get one negative quarter or a positive quarter. I'd probably characterize that as a bumpy landing.
Highly indebted households and overvalued home prices are the driving factors leading to a pullback in consumer spending, which has slowed significantly since early 2023, even with strong immigration, strong job growth, and the remaining spending spree backed by excess pandemic-time savings. The Canadian economy, once seen as resilient and stable, has been experiencing a persistent undercurrent of economic challenges. After a period of economic growth and stability, a recession seems to have finally arrived, as indicated by a recent report from Oxford Economics. This downturn, though initially expected in the fourth quarter of 2022, was delayed due to a surprisingly robust performance of the economy. However, it now appears that the anticipated economic slowdown is inevitable due to various factors. Consumer spending, the engine of the Canadian economy. Consumer spending has long been the engine of Canada's economic growth, contributing significantly to the nation's gross domestic product. However, in recent times, there has been a notable pullback in consumer spending, primarily attributed to two major factors: highly indebted households and overvalued home prices. Highly indebted households, a looming crisis. Canadian households have been grappling with high levels of debt. As economic uncertainty looms, these highly indebted households are becoming cautious, leading to a significant reduction in their spending. Many are focusing on deleveraging and paying down debt, which, while a prudent financial move, dampens consumer spending. A downward trajectory of the principal portion of the debt service ratio is anticipated as these households aim to reduce their debt burden. Overvalued home prices, a strain on spending capacities. Overvalued real estate has been a pressing issue, especially in major Canadian cities. The high cost of housing, driven by overvaluation, has constrained disposable incomes for a vast portion of the population. This, in turn, reduces the capacity of households to spend on other goods and services, impacting the overall economy. The recession's impact on consumer spending. Consumer spending, constituting a significant 60% of Canada's GDP, is expected to be the primary drag on the economy during this recession. As households cut back on spending for various items like new cars, furniture, appliances, and services, the economy is likely to witness a downturn. However, the anticipated decline of 1.3% in consumer spending is relatively smaller compared to previous recessions. Factors such as immigration, post-pandemic pent-up demand, and excess pandemic savings have mitigated a more severe decline. The recession's timeline and economic indicators. The recession officially began with a drop in GDP during the second quarter of 2023. Forecasts suggest that the recession will persist until the first quarter of 2024, with a peak-to-trough decrease in GDP expected to be around 1.5%.